He does not make one move on me. I'm with him on the balcony for about an hour, does not try to hug me, does not try to kiss me, doesn't try to hold my hand, literally did not touch me once. And I was so keen on him, but as soon as that happened, I lost all attraction. I just wanted to get out of there. I just showed that he had no confidence, he didn't know what he was doing, or like came across me, he had no idea what he was doing, and it was so unattractive. So I ended up leaving. I never spoke to him again, never saw him again, never tried to catch up with him or organise a date or anything. Immediately was so unattracted, and yeah, that's what happened.
What's up, guys? You're here with Alex from Social Freedom, and in today's video I wanted to mix things up a little bit and shoot some content here on our rooftop pool. And also I wanted to bring in T to give a female perspective on today's topic for this video. So today's topic is all about the number one mindset that we teach here at Social Freedom, which is just fucking go for it. Okay, and the context of today's video is about escalation, okay, moving things forward, right? Whether this be verbally, physically, sexually, or even logistically, okay, with the girls that you're out there meeting during the day, at the clubs, or even on dates. And the importance of actually moving things forward, and the importance of actually going for it. And I want to kind of change a lot of, some of you guys have like some limiting beliefs around, escalation. Okay, you have some limiting beliefs about just fucking going for it. You have, limiting beliefs around like going for a handhold or going for a kiss, or maybe like inviting a girl home. I know a lot of you guys, you feel sometimes it might not be the perfect moment to move things forward. It might not be the perfect moment to go for the kiss. It might not be the perfect moment to invite girls home. But I'm here to tell you, okay, the most important thing is on all of your dates or in all of your social interactions, the most important thing to do is to be consistently moving things forward. And I wanted to bring T on board to give a female perspective and one of her own reference experiences in dating, to give you some context of why this actually is so important, right? So remember the conversation we're having about a week ago, T, with a guy that you met a couple of years back in the club? Could you just go back through that story and tell us a little bit about what happened, go into as much detail as possible, and what end up eventuating with this particular guy?
Yeah, so I was in a nightclub, met this guy in a nightclub, was really vibing with him, spent about an hour and a half to 2 hours with him, sat down, was talking. Nothing really happened in the club. He didn't like make a move on me, didn't try to kiss me or put his hand on my leg or hug me or anything. I did think that was strange even from the club, but I just kind of left it. I was like, okay. Was really vibing. He invited me back to his house. We left the club, we started walking back to his house, probably about a 15-minute walk. Not once did he try to hold my hand or put his arm around me or try to hug me. At this point, I was starting to get a bit iffy about it, because I was like, oh, this is really weird. But was still happy to go there because I really vibed with him, and I was like, oh, maybe when I get there something will happen. Get back to his apartment. He has no roommates, just him and I had the full apartment to ourselves. We go on the balcony and he does not make one move on me. I'm with him on the balcony for about an hour, does not try to hug me, does not try to kiss me, doesn't try to hold my hand, literally did not touch me once. And I was so keen on him, but as soon as that happened, I lost all attraction. I just wanted to get out of there. I just showed that he had no confidence, he didn't know what he was doing, or like came across me, he had no idea what he was doing, and it was so unattractive. So I ended up leaving. I never spoke to him again, never saw him again, never tried to catch up with him or organise a date or anything. Immediately was so unattracted, and yeah, that's what happened.
Cool. So to double down on that, guys, like for you that have had a lot of reference experiences where maybe you've been on dates or you've met girls at a club, or maybe it's an interaction during the day, one of the biggest reasons why you're actually not getting to see these girls again, okay, is because you're not fucking going for it, okay? You're being little bitches, okay? You're being pussies. You need to be moving things forward. You need to understand that when you don't do that, women, okay, that you're meeting, they actually lose attraction for you. Okay, it shows a lack of confidence. It shows a lack of pre-selection. It shows a lack of experience. So the most important thing you can be doing, okay, in all social interactions with the women that you want to meet, okay, especially on dates, is to actually just fucking go for it, move things forward. Otherwise, you potentially take the risk of actually never seeing that girl again. Some girls, you get lucky. They're gonna, give you a second chance, and maybe you get a second date, or maybe you get that contact detail from a club. Okay, that's if you're lucky, but you guys know the majority of the time when you don't actually move things forward, you don't go for it, okay, you never see these girls again. Now, I want to get some more context with like escalation, T, from your perspective, because a lot of guys, they do have these limiting beliefs feeling like if it's not the perfect moment in the interaction, okay, they feel like it's a little bit awkward, or maybe they feel like there's not enough attraction there or enough comfort. They're scared of moving things forward during a date or during a social interaction at a club, because they feel like they're going to fuck things up. From your perspective, like, if a guy does move things forward, how do you feel?
It's so attractive. First off, I wouldn't be out on a date with you, or wouldn't be spending a large amount of time with you if I was not interested. I expect that to happen. I want you to make a move, whether that's holding my hand, putting your hand on my lap, going in for a kiss, giving me a hug. I want that to happen. And when that does happen, my attraction just goes skyrockets. Just shows a level of confidence. Confidence in a man is so attractive for me. Whereas if he doesn't do that, I just automatically get turned off. It just shows a lack of confidence, which I'm not attracted to. And I just want to leave. Like, I don't really want to be there, because it makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel like I need to make that move.
And whose job do you think it is, like, to do that on a date? Like, do you feel like it's your responsibility to kind of go for a handhold, or like put your arm around the guy, like start escalating on him?
No.
Like, do you know what I mean?
No.
What?
God, no. It's the man's job.
Why not? Why not?
It's the guy's job to do that. Like, I mean, if I had to do that, like, I wouldn't even see you again. Like, I don't want to do that.
Do you feel like if you were put in a situation where you had to escalate, like, would you feel a bit like, how would you feel? Would you feel a little easy? Would you feel like, do you know what I mean? Like, what kind of holds you back from making a move? Like, just for some guys as well, because maybe they complain, like, or why is it my responsibility to move things forward and go for it? You know, why can't the girl give me an equal amount of attention? Like, why do you think that?
Well, I don't want to be the alpha in the date or in the relationship. I want the man to be able to do that. I want him to show his level of confidence to make that move on me, because I could do it, but then I'm not interested. I just lose this level of attraction, and I don't want that. I want the man to do it. It's just like, I don't want to be the alpha. I feel like that's not my job.
Cool. So to confirm that with you guys, it's literally, as men, our responsibility as men, okay, to make the first approach, to start the conversation, to lead that conversation, to move things forward, to add in that, flirtatious flair into your interactions, make those sexual innuendos or statements of intent. It's our responsibility, okay, to physically escalate, go for a handhold, put your arm around the girl, go for the kiss, okay, or the neck bite, whatever you're feeling in the moment, right? And it's also our responsibility to move things forward and invite the girl to come home with you. Right? And again, it comes down to the number one mindset. You have fear about doing these things, but you just have to fucking go for it. It's our responsibility. Now, this is like the coolest thing that I want to talk about, and this is why I wanted to bring T on, is let's say in this scenario, you're on a date, okay? You're obviously attracted to the dude, you're vibing, but you're 50-50 on this dude. You're not exactly sure if you're going to want to see him again, or if you do actually want to, move things forward and actually go home with him. You're not exactly sure in that moment. If he, in that moment, even though you're 50-50, if he was to move things forward and try to go for a handhold, a kiss, or invite you home, okay, if he was to do that, even though you're 50-50, would you gain attraction for him, or would you lose attraction if he tried that?
100% gain attraction. Again, it just shows a level of confidence. Like, what does he have to lose? He's going to make a move on me, and I'm more than likely going to like that and going to be more inclined to spend more time with him, and I'm going to build attraction. Whereas if he doesn't, I'm just going to end up walking away because I'm on the 50-50 mark. 100% that would make me more.
Okay, so basically you're telling me if you're more likely to see a guy again, and you're more likely to, have an intimate relationship with a guy if he just fucking grabs his balls and makes the fucking move and just goes for it.
Just grow a pair, just do it. Like,
you heard it first from T-Dog.
Just grow a pair. Like,
just fucking go for it. And like, let's say a guy doesn't go for it. Okay, what happens to your attraction levels?
It just goes straight down. Perfect example from that night with the guy. I was so attracted to him. I couldn't fault him at all. It's just purely because of the fact he didn't make a move on me. Like, it's not even like intimacy, just like some type of level of like touch. He didn't even do any of that, and I just lost all attraction to him. And like, just like that, out of spending 4 hours with him, just lost it straight away.
Cool. So you guys heard it first from both myself, okay, with years experience with dating and self-development. You've also heard it from T, from a female's perspective. Guys, get some fucking balls and just fucking go for it. If you want to have huge amounts of consistency and huge amounts of abundance in your dating life, and you want to stand out compared to 99% of all other men, okay, understand the most important mindset, okay, is just fucking go for it. feel free to escalate, move things forward, go for the kiss, invite her home. She will gain attraction for you when you do this, and when you don't, she loses attraction. It's as simple as that. Okay, so that's pretty much the wrap for this video. If you've enjoyed this type of content, you'd like me bringing on T to get a bit of a female perspective, mix things up a little bit, okay, leave a like and a comment. It really helps with the algorithm. It also helps with more people actually, seeing our content, okay, and we can help more people that way. And also, if you have any inquiries about our live 5-day immersion programs you'd like to take, or maybe you want to inquire about our 12-week online mentorship program, then all you guys need to do is either send myself a message or Ben, okay, with the word freedom. We'll get in touch with you as soon as possible and see what we can kind of figure out together. Awesome, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content, and I'll see you again soon.